Samantha Azera here. I think the Nintendo 64 has been getting a bad rap. It's 2021, we've got all these amazing consoles with these amazing graphics, but I say the Nintendo 64 can still be fun today. So I'm going to give you 5 games that are still fun to play in 2021. Paper Mario 64 is going to be my first recommendation. It's definitely aged well given it was a game that was released in the early 2000s. Once again, Bowser is stealing Peach, but this time he's also taking a castle with him, so he's kind of lost his marbles. He's got a Star Rod where he's gotten this invincible power, and so basically you have to go around collecting the 7 star spirits in order to gain the power to defeat Bowser. Throughout your journey, you will earn badges that give you more power. You spend like flower power, which is kind of like magic in this world because it's a role-playing game. So you get to build up your character, level up, use items to heal and damage. You even get buddies along the way to help you throughout your adventure. And basically, every chapter you go through, you end up getting a new buddy to help you out. It's a really fun game, and if you haven't played it yet, I would definitely get that one. Mario Party 2 is going to be my next recommendation. It's definitely better as a co-op than a single-player option, but it's definitely still really fun. Mario Party had 3 releases on the Nintendo 64, but in my opinion, the second one's my favorite, but that might be due to nostalgia. Mario Party is a great way to ruin friendships, and if you have to use a computer player, it's a great way to band together and hate something that will never love you back. Mario Party on the Nintendo 64, in my opinion, will always be better than anything that was released following the GameCube releases. It's a turn-based board game with a ton of mini-games. Some situations are only up to chance, but hey, that's the fun of it. If you have no soul, or as my friend would tell me, no honor, then you can even steal your friend's hard-earned stars, guaranteeing that they'll feel sore for a few days. Mario Party 2, in my opinion, is one of the best co-op games that you can play. I definitely have a lot of memories tied to it, a lot of late nights, and a lot of bashing Peach. But hey, you know, that's childhood. Oh, Yoshis Story. I feel like nobody actually likes this game, but it's a really fun, casual game that you can just play when you want to relax. It's not terribly difficult, but it's definitely worth giving a shot, and it definitely still looks good in 2021. It's rare when a game can give you the warm and fuzzy feelings like this one can. This is a simplistic game that's a side-scrolling platformer with decent music. The music on the start screen is enough to make you smile before you even start your adventure. I would consider this a pretty casual game, but it might challenge you off and on. You get to play as Yoshi in whatever color variant you choose, and you can continue to be that Yoshi as long as you don't die. So get good! This game is really good for the days you want to relax and just play a game and be able to finish in probably about 1 to 2 sittings. I would definitely put this game in the world of like Yoshi's Crafted and Woolly World, but it's definitely pretty fun. I mean, I wouldn't spend a terrible amount of money on it. If you can get it on the cheap, then it's definitely a fun game to play. Mario Kart 64 is my next recommendation. It's a definite must-have to have in your Nintendo 64 collection. It's definitely a lot more fun to play co-op than it is single-player, but definitely give this one a play if you haven't already. Growing up, I did not have a Nintendo 64, and so I probably have the most nostalgia for Mario Kart 64 because it was one of the games that one of my friends had whenever I'd go over and play. This plays like most Mario Kart games. It does have a smaller roster of characters, but as long as Yoshi's there, I'm happy. There's 16 tracks to choose from, and once you beat the game in 50cc, 100, and 150, you actually unlock Mirror Mode. I feel like the new Mario Kart games struggle with the battle mode, and this is where this game shines, especially when you're going to play with your friends. I might be wearing my nostalgia goggles on this one, but it's definitely something that I am recommending you play even today. And for new collectors, this is definitely something you should go back and play. Conker's Bad Fur Day. From its 90s movies references to a singing poo and the drunkenness, how could you possibly go wrong with this choice? Back in the 1990s, Nintendo was pretty strict about who they would let make games and what content was in there. The fact that we got a drunken squirrel and a singing poo, I'm really amazed this one even made it out to the light of day. They even had an 18 and over viewing booth when they were advertising for this game. I know you can get this on the Xbox and the Xbox One with Rare Replay, but the charm and uncensored content is what makes the Nintendo 64 version the best in my opinion.
Duct tape? I'll give him a duct tape, asshole. I'll come down here, I'll show him what the duct tape is, I'll show him where to stuff it. Stupid all I do all day is try to sort his stupid problems out of asshole. I hate that. Anyway.
So you play as Conker, who after a night of drinking is passed out in an unknown location, and now needs to find his way to his girlfriend's house. His girlfriend looks like the result of some Lola Bunny fantasy, but I digress. The bad guy in this one is the Panther King, who has spilt his milk due to a broken leg on his table. The professor who works for this guy has decided that a squirrel would be the best fix for this problem. I would consider this an adventure platforming game. You have a frying pan as a weapon, but later on you gain some more lethal weapons. The comedy is definitely immature and somewhat slapstick.
Eat that, mother buzzer.
But that's what I love about it. The game often breaks the fourth wall, which at the time was mind-blowing. Those are the 5 games I think are still fun to play in 2021. I'd like to know if I missed any, or if you guys have any recommendations, please comment down below. But thank you for watching.